Okay, welcome to the channel. The grand finale, the last one. So, just to cover a few things before I go. Right, so my plans are, if you look on here, I've got a short in at 65. That's this one that's running away, that stops at 55.5. And we've got another short in on the top shoulder here, which we've been in since all of this through here. But when I started shorting here, I had more than one short on, so I've taken bank along the way. These are all risk-free, and you can see the stops lock the profit in. Now the plan of action is, I want to hopefully get a pile of shorts on at 48k, taking a target one at 30, and then making this add position a risk-free trade to hold for lower. So then I'll have 3 positions on, and hopefully get a nice move in Bitcoin. I'm expecting a bit of a dump through 2022, maybe 16k, 10k, who knows. Sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but that's just how I see it, and that's what I'm targeting. So as you can see here, we've got this Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that's playing out. We've got an A, possibly a B and a C to come, hopefully, because I need this to get in at my 48 to short. I don't want to short just yet, but as you can see here, we've got a doji on the daily. If this turns into an evening star pattern, it could be quite bearish, couldn't it? But there is some support through here. Look, if we look at the bottoms of these wicks and the tops of this wick, there's some support through here. I think it's around 39. Possibly see a B wave there and give us the final push up for that C, allowing me to get into my short. Now, I've been planning this one for a little while. Obviously I didn't know this was going to play out when I was up here when I shorted at 65k, but since the drop to around here, I've been waiting for this to play out. This has been my plan of action to try and get in and add a lot more shorts, because where I've taken quite a few bank here, quite a bit of bank from here. I actually had 4 trades on at the top. I've taken a good bit of bank on this trade through here and only left 1 lot on. So I had 4 lots on, size of the trade here, look, 1 lot. I had 4 lots on, so I've done what I planned to do. I've actually got some percent into my account, so gained some percent. That's how I work in percent, like gains on my account is what, you know, in percent rather than figures. Now this bit that I've got left running is completely risk free, and it's got bank locked in, so it can't go back and hit the stop, and even if it does hit this stop, this area here is bank and more profit again. This one here, there's a slight bit of risk on it here. Look, the ad that I put on this right shoulder here, if you see this as a left shoulder head, neckline, right shoulder, there's a slight bit of risk on there, but I did have a double position there. So when we were down here, I took a bank. So this trade, even if it was to get stopped out, the one here, the bank that I took down here more than outweighs the small stop that I've got here. So if both these trades get stopped out, I've still got a nice bit of bank on the table. And I've taken 3 banks off the top trade and one bank off of this one here already. So I'm in the green, happy with that. If this trade was to go the other way, then I'm happy with that. You know, just to get a bit of perspective. Well, actually, if you look back through my other streams, I shorted in here in April as well. Now, hang on, where was it? Where did we get the shorts in? Yeah, so I shorted in here in April. That's all on a live stream. The first stream I did, I streamed it live. All on the broker and everything. Targeting 30k. We got the 30k. We actually got a couple of shorts in there. We got another short in on the pullback. So April I started streaming Bitcoin trading. Caught the April short. Called the long here in July. I didn't actually get on it, but we called it on another live stream. So if you look through my streams, you see in June sometimes we called a live in here. We did call this top here, this left shoulder, and we took a short in there. That short, originally when I took that short, around here, when I entered it, I was talking about going lower with that one. But as price got to around the 50k, the 42,000 resistance again, which is through here. So as price, let me zoom in a little bit more. As price got down to, sorry, yeah, so we called, so on the live stream so far, the first stream I shorted up in April here, we called the dump, we warned everyone to get out and said, you know, get out, it's going to dump, right? So we called that trade, lovely trade, we took it to 30k, and we got another sell on the pullback here because we called the dump right at the top here. We've got a nice we've got a nice bank here, and also left some on the table and re-added to the position right in here. This is all on the streams where I added in a live market, dated before any of these moves took place. We took it down to the 30k around here somewhere in June stream. If you look, I was expecting a bit of a push up, then it to drop off and rally from about 27, 28k. I was expecting it to just give us a fake below that 30 and then rally up to the 50k. Now, I didn't actually get on that trade, even though if you look at the streams, I called it. I'm not one of these traders that if I call something, I'm not going to pretend I was on it. If you can't see it on my broker down here, and you don't see those trades that I've called, then chances are it's BS. So let's keep it real in this room. So here we took a short in again. This is not this trade here. This is a fresher trade. These are on the broker again. So we shorted here around 50 something. And originally I was thinking I was going to hold some through. I had a bank set at 42, so my first target was going to be 42, and then I was going to hold through. As we got near here, I'd done a stream saying this is going to go long. I changed TA technical analysis changes as time goes forward, because like I say, when I called this short here, obviously I have to reevaluate when it gets down here. You know, you can only call so far ahead at a time. So anyway, what I did was around here, we took a full bank at 42. I come on live, told everybody in the Discord, I'm taking a full bank at 42 now. I'm not going to hold through because I think this is going to go long. And that's when I called on another stream. I've only done a handful of streams. If you look through them, that one's titled Buy 42, Expect 60k. I think that was the title of that stream. And if you look at that stream, I was calling that a 60k as a target. I was expecting it to break through even back then above this 60k range, because I was counting an Elliott wave that was through here. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up through here, and the 5 you have to expect it to be higher than the third. So I was looking at 70k. So then I did a follow-up stream. So these are all again on the broker where I shorted here. So I got out on my longs at the top here around, I took some bank at 60 and took some more 65, and that's when I took a short in November, and that stream's there as well. A live short when the market was right up here, and yes, I got a bit of slating for taking it, but as you can see it worked out nicely, so I can handle the pressure, no worries. Took the short through there, rode it down, took some bank in this area. I missed that spike here, so I had to take some bank in this area here off of this 65k short. We closed quite a lot out and only left one lot running, which is still running today. As you can see here, I sold 2021 8th of November. That was when I placed that trade, and the other trade was December the 24th, which was this right shoulder when it come back up to here. So we took another short there, added to the position. So anyway, knowing all that, I've had a pretty good run on Bitcoin, and if I get this short, it's going to be a long-term position, because I've got no intentions of buying any coins, any crypto, or buying into any stocks or anything in 2022. I'm seeing it as a bear market, start of the recession. If we look at the I can't be bothered to go to it now, but if we look at the S&P, we can see we've made our first lower low, and we're currently doing a retracement of about 61.8, I believe, on the fib. So is that going to be the first lower low and the pullback, the correction to go lower? We'll have to see, but that could be the market starting to drop, and the Nasdaq, we're getting the same thing. We're getting the first, lower low, and we had the biggest bear candle. So the biggest monthly bear candle on the Nasdaq that's ever been on it, and that was January. So that's a bit of a warning sign as well for me. And obviously with the huge GDP deficits in pretty much every country due to lockdowns and stuff, that's going to take a little while to get back to how things were. So I see 2022 as a bear market.